Yeah, and you left out the part where you almost let me fall off the roof. I grabbed for the railing, but I didn't actually see you guys do anything other than look.
Just stare at you and Sean, I told you about this on the last episode. This is the story that like I wanted to get into and I never did. So Nick, tell it from your perspective so I can tell it from mine.
Well, I just remember I don't know if I'm mixing two stories, but I remember Daniel getting mad at me because I kind of like dropped one of the rails or something, or so I something didn't happen right, and he was. I thought he was upset because he thought I was fooling around or something.
Right.
But maybe that was another story because we fooled around so much on metal roofs.
Yeah.
But no, I don't know. I think we were near the end. We had just set up the railings.
Yep.
And I don't know where we were safety wise. Clearly not roped off for some reason. And I don't know if it was the granules or if it was a metal roof, but
no, it was definitely a shingled roof.
Okay, yeah, and we were already near the bottom, so
yeah.
I think all I thought was just to reach back and grab the rail. Thank God the rails were there, and then I would have just been thanking God the bushes were there. But no, I grabbed the rail and nothing really happened. I probably would have kept going, but you were right there, and you had just witnessed something that
I'll never forget it, man. Because like, well, number one, I was the slowest guy on the roof. I love you residential guys, especially you roof guys. Like,
you were the slowest guy up the roof,
on the roof, like anything to do with roof. I was a slow guy. Because I didn't want to fall, right? And this story that Nick's talking about is literally a pivotal moment for me because meanwhile I'm crawling across the roof trying to find something to hold on to. My boss Nick is like running across the roof, just like appears to not have any issue with heights or anything like that. So
again, John, this was I don't know what Zach's talking about when he's running.
Well,
side note, we had cougar paws.
Yeah, we did have cougar paws, which we'll be waiting for that sponsorship money, Cougar Paw, whenever you're ready. But
send you a left shoe.
It's a great shoe. Like definitely a game changer for those of you in solar that may have not heard of it. Look for cougar paws because they really do help a lot on shingled roofs, not necessarily metal roofs. But
and do be careful how you search for
that. Oh man. So this story, like we're in literally probably the wealthiest community in Wilmington, North Carolina. And we're on maybe a 10-12 roof. It may have been even more than that, but it was definitely
the one where I fell?
The one where you caught yourself. So
that's what's strange, because we usually were definitely harnessed off on 10-12.
Usually, but we weren't. And I don't know why.
I wouldn't have slid that way on an 8-12. So yeah, you're right.
And going back to the part where I didn't like being on roofs, like I was sitting on the railing that we had just put up. Nick was sitting outside of the array, just outside of the array, just below me. And like, I'll never forget, he looks up at me and he goes, "Oh shit." And then like immediately just starts sliding. And like at the very last second, he reaches back straight action movie style and just catches the last freaking rail and just like totally stops himself. And I remember thinking like, there is no way I could have caught myself right then. And that was it. Like, I was like, I'm out. I'll do what I gotta do. Like, but I am not.
I guess it is my fault you left. And sorry I didn't have harness gear on, because maybe you would have been prompted to stay. But I do remember the joy of getting back to the dirt.